Hello and welcome to the show where we once again prove that doing a start line is rather difficult. We are here on GTA 5. This is going to work so badly, guys. I'm just going to say this now. I want to go through here. I'm going to go and join Brazen all the way back here. We're racing some of the new cars. The Zion Classic we actually haven't used yet. We've been meaning to, we just haven't got around to it. And we will have a go with the Jugular a little bit later on, the new Jag that has just come out. There's going to be... Oh, that wasn't handbrake. There's going to be a really, really big crash at turn 1, I suspect, with a 10-wide start. I'm hoping to sneak through, or me and Brazen are hoping to sneak through from further back and stay out of the mess. This is a track built by that Scotty guy, whose circuits we have raced before, very good fun street circuits. Hopefully, oh, okay, little funky bump there, but it should make for some good racing as we all head 3 wide up the hill. That's dangerous to say the least. I'm just going to be a little bit cautious on this opening lap. I mean, this is a 4-lap race. It's quite a long lap around here. There is no need to do anything crazy. Easy to lose a lot of time on this first lap. Now, this is one of the corners you've got to watch out for. It is fast. If you end up out wide, you will end up in the stop sticks. You can lose a lot of time out there. Oh, Bumpy has fallen over. We are wearing a Bumpy hat. Go away, Bumpy. Not only do you have to be aware if you end up on the outside of that corner, but if you're on too far on the inside, you'll bump the wall and, well, fall over as we saw. But me and Ninetails have had a terrible start, so we might try... Whoa, I don't think Stevie realised we were coming around there. This race has gone really badly for us. I think Stevie ended up pushed out wide and didn't realise quite how many cars were coming soaring up the inside. It's not gone well for us. We did not... Sometimes you can sneak your way through the field. Sometimes you don't, and we did not. So we've got a lot of work to do. The good news... We are running on our own. Now, there are some narrow parts on this circuit. There are some very narrow parts that we are now coming up to. And sometimes being on your own is a little bit better than being in a group. Also, sometimes your cars get connected and neither of you can steer, as Ewan and Crow found out. Oh, let's not go 3 wide here, guys. 2 wide is not actually a good idea either. I'm just going to back out of this. There are some nasty bumps in the braking zone down here that are easy to give your car some grief. Apparently some light taps with these and they get all sorts of unsettled, which is not quite what we were expecting. I think I've seen there's a couple of braking zones around this circuit, especially if you've got slipstream, when you are trying to slow the car down for technical tight hairpins or whatever, and it essentially does the old curb, well, the curb boosting glitch. Because the road's so bumpy, the wheels ping about and the car doesn't seem to slow down as well. These don't have great brakes. I like the car very much. I love the car that the vehicle's based on, the 635 CSI, but it doesn't have the best brakes. Drives nicely. Drives very well, in fact. But, yeah, the brakes are a little bit dodgy, combined with a couple of dodgy road surfaces, shall we say, in braking zones, and you can get yourself in a bit of trouble. I mean, at the end of the first lap, Brazen's 6th and I'm 7th. Our strategy of starting well away from the horde... I mean, did it pay off? It's not been too... I'm just stuck in this horrible no man's land bit, which is a little bit of a shame. Now, we have got catch-up, we have got slipstream. That will probably bring me back to that group, or up to that group, by the end of this race, especially if they are fighting one another. The more they fight, the more they slow each other down, the better the chances of me getting some slipstream off of somebody when they make a mistake. Blakey's playing it very wide through all of that, which should hopefully get me into the slipstream. We could be on for a decent lap. I was a little bit slow going up the hill, which was at the top of the hill. That was where I goofed this lap so far. We might be on for a good lap. You know, if you're stuck in no man's land, go for a fastest lap. Or if you're stuck in kind of no man's land with a chance of a little bit of slipstream, go for there. Drive as fast as you can, hope for the best, and we shall see. Yeah, we're in the slipstream now. Team Orange shall inevitably fall apart, as it always does when me and Blakey try and work together in a race. We will get to the inside. The outside of that corner there is so tough to be stuck on. You are a millimetre away from very high-speed disaster. Oh, the dark red cars have got themselves in trouble. Ninetails and Danger Man got connected. We get a good run down here. In fact, we might get such a good run we can take the lead away, and we do, towards this back chicane, but we've got to get it stopped in time. You do not want to be the one to make a goof. It takes about 2 cars to block that chicane up. In fact, Team Orange have fired their way into 1st and 2nd. Would you look at that? Me and Blakey managing to not crash into one another and getting the orange cars to the front of the pack. Blakey's going to go around the outside. Now, I'm not going to fight this too crazily at the moment. We're only on lap 2. We're coming up to half distance. You don't want to go and bin it. We've worked hard to recover from Slightly less than ideal start. Let's not do anything stupid. This is the braking zone that's a real problematic one. Around the outside of Gliska. If we can hold it there, we'll be on the inside for the next hairpin, but we can't. So we're not going to make that one stick. I think Gliska actually gave us some space if we were going to be close to enough to have a look, but we were not. We will get, don't go curb boosting a bit too much along there, because you will hit the Armco barrier. Blakey's on the outside. Team Orange get back to a 1-2. There goes Chris and Brazen up the inside. We are almost 3 wide. We are 3 wide into the first corner. We'll try and give the turquoise car some space on the outside there. Car's getting a little bit connected. Won't be long before Ninetales and co get involved here. Can we give a bump? But, oh, we cannot do a bump draft. Okay, I apologise, Brazen. You've actually come out of that quite nicely. No bump drafting. Definitely no bump drafting. We lifted and scooped. That was a Robot Wars manoeuvre. If ever I saw one, I do apologise. We will not do that one again. I thought I could push the yellow car to the lead, but no. So in a slipstream battle to the finish line, don't try that. I think it must be just like the shape of the bumpers. Like the rear of the car's obviously got a nice area for the bumpers to scoop them up, and it just lifts and turns. That is something to be wary of as we go around the hairpin. There's a big line of cars. I just look behind to see a red car spiralling through the air. That's either Ninetales or Danger Man further down the order than they were a minute ago. Something went wrong at the hairpin. Oh, orange car is stalled out on the outside with no slipstream. I do not want to make it 3 wide. And a little bit of lag from Brazen, and that was scary. No, let's not fit my car there. This corner doesn't really work at the best of times, let alone with me trying to shove a car into 3 wide. That's just asking for a crash after all the problems we've had. Chris wants to move across here. I don't know if Brazen knows we're going to be alongside. I don't think Brazen did know we were going to be alongside. Oh, I mean, we have come out of it in one piece. Astonishingly, we are all still running relatively close together. I didn't know if Brazen had seen Chris. I thought when he'd seen Chris, it might have realised there was going to be another car. But it's so difficult. When everything's racing as quick as it is, it's so difficult to know what's going on when you're trying to race the cars ahead of you and see what's behind you. What's behind you carrying a lot of speed with a big slipstream run. So, yeah, in the end, that did not quite work out so well for me. But we are still, at the end of the day, 3rd. You know, it could have been a lot worse as the pair ahead trade a little bit of paint. Now we know we can't push a car. You won't be able to teamwork your way to a victory here. It's not a particularly long run out of the final corner, so slipstream's important, it's helpful, but it isn't going to be the be-all and end-all of a race here. We're side by side once more at turn 1 with Gliska. Danger Man's got all of us. Blakey was stuck in the middle of a 3 wide on the exit of turn 1. Gliska wants to move across for some slipstream. I'm going to take it 3 wide on the inside, and this is where it counts. This is the final lap. No mistakes. You've got no time to recover in this one. Oh, it's 3 wide again. Oh, got a massive wheelie into the back of Danger Man's car. That's not what you want. Definitely wheeling BMW, not high on the priorities of things you need while racing. There's a lot of cars. There's a lot of trouble lining up in this group. It's one of those you can sense the trouble brewing. The back chicane is going to be interesting. Back chicane's going to be very interesting. Danger Man's up on 2 wheels. I get a really good run, but I don't want to be in the middle of a 3 wide. There's just no space. No, Scotty, don't clip the side of the car. Oh, come on, find some slipstream either. Oh, Gliska's got the same ping that I had, only it ended worse for Gliska with on the outside of a 3 wide. Ninetales now leads the race after being upside down at one point. Ninetales gets to the front. Oh, are we close enough? We're not close enough for slipstream yet. We're going to be giving Scotty a huge tow who will get us into the chicane. But we might be at a good place for the final hairpins. They're the important bit. Doesn't matter if you lead the most laps, it's where you are on the final one. That's the important bit, and Ninetales got it stuck. Ninetales has got it stuck, and we can't release Ninetales because I got pushed into and no one could reverse. Scotty, I think, is going to run away with this one just by virtue of not getting stuck at the hairpin. We knew it would look like trouble. We knew that group looked like trouble in the end. It was just the smallest of mistakes that can stack everyone up. As I said, 2 cars can block that chicane so easily. That time it was essentially 1. Ninetales blocks it, and I didn't realise that car was going to get stuck. And between us, we stopped the entire pack from getting through. Scotty will win this race after all of that. The battle for second will be epic, but I will not be a part of it. I got too slow out of that final corner. We will not do it. Brazen looks like they're going to get second ahead of Danger Man. Ninetales will have to settle for fourth. I will be fifth in the end. What a mad race. A brilliant race, most definitely. A mad one. An unfortunate ending. The chicane claimed its victims on the last lap. What could we do? So, for our second race, I apologise, we came loaded up a lot quicker than I expected and was not paying attention. For our second race, we're going to tackle with the new Jugular. It's essentially the Jaguar Project 8 car that I really like. It's a very, very good looking vehicle. Going to be considerably faster than the Zion Classic. Let's not all pile into the back of that line of cars. I'm going to just, again, it's to stay out of trouble. I say technique, that's what I'm hoping to do. Yeah, oh, Ewan's gone very sideways. I'm going to have to take the escape route. Don't really want to, however, yeah, Ewan got in trouble. Like, if I'd turned across, we would have been involved in a big shunt. At least the escape route. Me and Ninetales, so to stay out of trouble, I mean, we didn't break the car. We have just lost a lot of track position. Now, that's recoverable. I mean, slightly more problematic now. Still recoverable. You know what? I should just start. They're like starting at the front of the grid. We'll start at the back every time. Oh, we're ninth. It could have gone worse at the end of the day. I'm hoping we could get in the slipstream with the cars ahead. Or we can work together with Ewan, who will struggle to pull that up in time. Does just get away with it. Yeah, get in this slipstream. Get in the tow. Let's head towards the top pack, which we are now into. We're back into the group. We're back on the back chasing Brazen. Okay, it's all good. Just a slight bit of work. We've gone for the entertainment value. I'm going to claim that. Sure, why not? We'll go for the entertainment value. Oh, Chris has gone very wide. Chris and Ninetales must have got together in there. Uh-oh. Find ourselves on the outside in an awkward spot. Don't know if these cars can bump draft or not. Don't know whether teamwork might be doable. Well, we got punted into Brazen, who thankfully didn't really lose all that much time. Yeah, I don't know whether we can do some pushing. I'm not going to try it on Brazen's car again. We saw how badly that went first time we tried it. Let's not go for it again. We have a big run down towards the first corner. And, oh, got the power a little too soon. Thankfully, you'll get away with it a smidge here. There's a bit of leeway on that dirt section. I'm pretty sure Liam got airtime. Either that or there's a bit of lag. Wouldn't want to be getting airtime as I slide. I don't want to be getting sideways time either. Really, if I can help it. This is the corner where we do get airtime with the cars. If you are not careful, I'm sliding. Liam was on two wheels. I wanted to have a look at the inside of Blakey. We might still get this done here if we can get a good exit. It's not quite enough speed off of the corner. Blakey will fight back as the lead of the race change hands. Oh, we're all taking different lines through here. So you will just get stacked up with the car ahead. You will have to brake that little bit earlier than the car ahead, and it gradually, like Constantine's its way through the pack. We're going to get a big run, but I'm going to have to be the one on the outside. Glister's got turned. Oh, Glister and Scotty got together. Me and Blakey survive. I think these cars might be okay. I mean, you can still, of course, turn cars if they get connected, but it does look like bump drafting might be possible. Blazer went for it. I mean, that is a curb jump and a half right there. Personally, not my plan. Not what I would want to be doing with the car, but there we go. It's worked at least. It looks ominously grey as well. Are we going to see some wet weather? We're going to have like a proper manic touring car race here. Oh, I've got so much speed. I got that slipstream there. I had so much speed going on. I didn't know what to do with it all. Just trying to slow the car down before we clattered into the corner. Liam actually took a much better line. Oh, Liam got a bit bopped from the pink car carrying much speed. Oh, we're all trying to slow down for that hair. It's such a horrible hairpin, that one. I mean, it's a very good circuit, this. It's a hairpin's a good corner, but the braking zone always makes that a touch on the scary side. We get a mega run. It probably wouldn't be enough to win if it was the final lap. It's not the final lap, doesn't matter. But if it was the final lap, it wouldn't have been enough. Liam gets a huge run to turn one. Am I going to get that momentum on the outside that I so desperately want? Yes, we will. Up the hill we will go. That's a big group of cars behind us again. You know, I said last race about it looking like trouble. This is looking like trouble over on lap 3. That's such a huge number of cars. Oh, looking for a way into the fight. We got slightly connected with Blazer, who... Oh, Liam! Liam got a bit greedy with the speed. Liam got very greedy with the speed. That's... I mean, I'll take that one. I'll take a gifted lead. It's not going to last. I said it's not going to last. We will be in trouble soon, and I have no doubt Liam may well recover that car to join back into the fight. But, oops, basically. Oh well, we will let... Chris will go past. Bliss will go past as well. I don't really want to... I'm not going to move up in front of the line of cars with a lot of momentum, because that's how you have a big crash. Chris is up on 2 wheels. I will lift and let Blazer go. I was going to argue the case as much as I could, but there came a time there where I couldn't argue it anymore, and we just had to give it up. We get a good run here, but I don't want to fire the car up the inside into the chicane. If it had been the final lap, I might have thought about it, but even then, I don't think, even if it had been the final lap, I think I would have waited for a better option. There are better options further around the lap. Here is the rain now. Who is going to get caught out? While, of course, rain in GTA 5 isn't the biggest thing, being, you know, arcade driving and all, there is reduced grip. The cars will slide about a little bit more. The braking zones may be slightly longer than they were, as a few people get caught out. Me and Gliska end up stuck on the outside of all of that. We are 3 wide through the hairpin. It's always 4 wide on the exit. Liam coming off the worst of the lot. Blazer leads. For now, though, oh, this is very close. We're 5 wide. Liam gets some assistance from behind here. Bum drafting might work. Might be quite dangerous with these cars, it would seem. I said that this group looks like trouble. It really does look like trouble, especially with incoming weather as well. Scotty takes the lead away, can't stop. In fact, Scotty runs very deep in the braking zone. We give Gliska a little help through that corner. Brazen's got all of us for now. Oh no, I don't want to be in that. No, definitely not. Gliska's gone to space off the lamppost. Those bloody bits of street furniture have caused no end. I mean, Liam's leading the way, having gone to the wall previous lap, because we're doing the classic thing. We are fighting so much here at the front of the race that, oh no, Brazen's nudged us round, thankfully. That hairpin is almost like a no overtaking zone. Unless you're completely alongside, you just can't do it. You're just going to end up spinning the car ahead because of the angle that you want to end up taking through that corner. And we saw 2 cars in the lead tangled. I got nudged. We got corrected, which is always much appreciated, to get going. But everybody in the end lost time from all of that. Oh, I like that curb. It's kind of almost Knock Hill-esque. Not quite the same elevation change, but the airtime and everything's fantastic through there. Now, where is the brakes going to be for this? It's got very wet. I mean, we've got a very, very wet surface to go. It's got in a lap. It's gone from bright sunshine. Well, it's got from a lap. It's gone to starting to drizzle to complete deluge. Everything is soaked. Massive thunderstorm, basically. And this is just. I'll say that the circuit is completely different to what we were learning, if you like. Oh, I don't know what side Blazer was going to go for that one. Kind of wanted to cover the inside and then didn't. I don't think quite realise what side I was going either. Either way, I mean, we've come out of it still working, still in 4th. That's something. Blakey's going to get the run on Ninetales. Team Orange is reforming once again for this final lap. Can we get a Team Orange 1-2? I don't know. Probably not if I end up over there too often. We are side by side up the hill. Ninetales will have nowhere to go, but we'll have a lot of slipstream. Have a lot of choice and a lot of slipstream to make it work, and does go for a long way on the path on the outside. Don't spin the cars in these horrible conditions. There's some more slipstream for me. Okay, it might be down to us 4 unless anyone further back gets a really good final lap. You might have time to join in if we fight each other too much. It will depend on how much we fight. I like that tighter line, and it does get me some speed here. Is it enough to find a way past? It might just be as we go side by side with Ninetales through all of that. We will head into the hairpin in second. Oh, don't take out the lamppost. We're a little wide through the next corner. It does look like it might come down to us 4 for this lead. Liam gets past in the long sweeping corner. We might turn to have cars lining up on the outside, but it is the outside for this turn as well. In fact, by the looks of it, maybe Ninetales and Brazen tangled with each other. Liam's gone! Liam bins it in the wet! The black car is down the order falls to 4th place. Now, it's Team Orange are 1st and 2nd. I'm about to bin it into the chicane because the braking zones are really different. Blakey is going to take the lead away from me. Scotty is joining in. It's almost a Team Orange, almost a good round for Team Orange, but can we defeat Scotty? Scotty wants to have a look up the inside there. There's not much grip. I mean, it's now bright sunshine again. It's been a very, very changeable weather at the end of this race. It really, really catches you out as the speed and the grip of the cars and the circuit changes completely. What do you do here? Where on earth does anybody go in this final hairpin battle? Scotty will get out of the hairpins first. Will that be enough? Liam gets connected with my car. That will see off any chance I have. We might not even manage to get a third, unfortunately. Scotty takes victory. Team Orange could not quite manage it in the end. Bugger. A brilliant race, no doubt. An absolutely brilliant race. Even if we did fall over each other quite a lot. Oh, fastest lap will go to Scotty in the end, probably catching us at the end there. Jaguar's a nice car. It looks great, drives very, very well indeed. I like it. That was a manic race. That was a manic race. There was so much condition changes, so much going on to have to try and deal with. But made for excitement. Couldn't quite get the victory. Slightly disappointed. We kind of got a little bit stuck in the final hairpins. I shouldn't have overdriven into the chicane, but you know, that is what it is in the end. We couldn't recover in the final couple of corners, but a very good fun race. And thank you very much to Scotty, who wins the race, for building this rather excellent circuit. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.